Hey guys, I'm here at Hacienda Pinilla in Playa Avellanas. So you can see it's a pretty day. I don't know if you read on my blog, I was going to be here today making a coconut crusted Mahi Mahi. You should really come down to Hacienda Pinilla, it's really nice, really good weather, really nice sea. So yeah, so today we're going to be making a coconut crusted Mahi Mahi with mango salsa, because we're playing with a tropical theme today. So before we start, we're going to grab our Mahi Mahi. We're going to marinate that. So I'm using Mahi Mahi. I'm just using a small little piece. Beautiful fresh fish here at the beach. I'm going to put that in a little bowl. We're going to add a little olive oil. Just like that. I hope you can hear me well because there's a lot of wind right now. So you want to add a little olive oil. I'm going to use a little salt. I'm going to grab the salt on this side. Okay, be generous with your salt because that's what's going to flavor the fish. We're going to marinate it a little bit. Then we're going to put a little flour. Then it's going to go into egg wash, and then it's going to go into some coconut, and then we're going to finally cook it and serve it with a little mango salsa. Really fresh, really delicious mango salsa. So I'm marinating my fish here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. So I put some olive oil, some salt, and the fish. So if you're just tuning in, we're here in Hacienda Pinilla in Playa Avellanas, Tamarindo, Costa Rica. And we're making some delicious coconut crusted Mahi Mahi. So I'm putting some cumin in it. Flavor a little bit. A little cumin, a little salt, olive oil. And now I'm going to put a little allspice. Okay? It's going to bring out the flavors of the coconut. Okay? So I'm going to give that a mix. We're also going to add a little lemon juice. So let's grab a lemon, cut that up. Okay. Use my juicer. Put a little lemon juice in there. Not too much, just a little bit. That's good. That's going to liven up all the flavors. Goes good with the olive oil and the cumin. Okay. It's really nice weather down here in Hacienda Pinilla, Playa Avellanas. It's really nice. So okay, we got that ready. I'm gonna leave this to marinate for a couple minutes while I make the salsa. Okay. So I got some cut up mango on this side. So you want to grab a mango and you want to peel it, and then cut it up in like nice big chunks, you know. And we're gonna cut that in little squares. We're gonna put that in our bowl. Mix that up with some purple onion, some nice ripe tomatoes, and some culantro or cilantro. Okay. So let me move my lemons a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna chop up my mango. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. We want it to be homey. We want to be tropical. You don't need perfect squares. Just bite-sized pieces. Not too big, not too small. Background is amazing. You can see the sea. So we're gonna put a little culantro or cilantro to bring out the color. So we're gonna have yellow, purple, red, and green. It's amazing. It goes really good with the fish because it livens it up. Okay. We just want to chop that up into bite-sized pieces. I'm almost done. As I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect, just nice big chunks. We want it to look homemade, we want it to look tropical. Okay. There you go. Okay, after I make this recipe is going to be on my blog. So if you don't read my blog, go check it out. I have a bunch of nice recipes. Last week, well not last week, 2 weeks ago I made an Italian salad. That was pretty good. Okay, so I chopped up my mango now. I'm going to put it in my bowl. Grab it up like that. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, we're making a coconut crusted Mahi Mahi with a delicious mango salsa. Okay, so put our mango in there. I'm gonna put your mango into the bowl. Then we're gonna squeeze a little lemon in there. There you go. Okay, get that going. Okay, now we're gonna grab some tomato. We're gonna chop it up in little squares. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay, there you go. Let me just chop this up into little squares. That's nice, like that. Gonna add that up in there. So yeah, so the colors we're using here are amazing. We're using we're gonna have a purple, red. We're gonna have some green of the cilantro. It's very very tropical. So we want big chunks. We don't want a uniform little piece. If you can see here, I'm cutting everything in like different sizes. Just want it all to look natural. Want it to look tropical, beachy. So that's good. Okay. So that's gonna be delicious there. And meanwhile, my Mahi Mahi is marinating with a little olive oil, some lemon juice, some cumin, some salt, getting nice and happy. It's getting it really delicious there. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna chop a little red onion. You want to do this really thinly. That's one thing you want to do thin, because it's not nice when you get a big chunk. Well, some people like it, but it's not nice when you get a big chunk of onion. Then it overpowers everything else. So you want to cut it nice and thin. Have your onion nice and thin to make a delicious mango salsa. It's like a normal tomato salsa, but instead of so much tomato, we're adding some mango. It's gonna help with the color, the sweetness of the mango, a little bit of tanginess, some sourness of the lemon, of the lime. Okay, so I used one mango, a nice sized mango like this one, and I used some onion, like I'm using a fourth of an onion because this was half. I'm using half of this, just a little onion to give some color and a little flavor, make it a salsa, you know. Okay, so maybe squeeze a little more lemon in there. Oh yeah, that's good right there. That a little drizzle of olive oil. Okay, get it going. Then when you grab your cilantro, you want to cut that up. That's good. Give it a quick chop. You want to do it very coarsely. You want to do it very... There you go. Just a quick little tip. Clean your hands. Okay, so there you got it. Nice pretty colors there. So you let that sit for a little bit while we get the Mahi Mahi going. Okay. So you got my fish really nice. I'm gonna grab a little flour, a little coconut. Okay. We're gonna lightly bread it. Okay. So we're gonna put a little flour in there, and now on this side we're gonna put some dry coconut, because that's gonna make the crust. Okay. And now to that we're gonna add the same spices, some cumin and some allspice. Okay. Because the flour has to have a flavor. If you don't put flavor in the flour, then it's gonna bring down the fish. So you wanna make sure you put some flavor in there, put some spices, okay? And now a little salt right here. There you go. Okay, make sure you put some salt. Let's mix that up a little bit. Okay. So we're doing pretty good. We got our mango salsa on the side. We got a little flour going on here. To the coconut, we're going to add just a little bit of flour. You can also add panko breadcrumbs. I don't have any right now, but I'm going to use a little flour just for that to stick nicely to the fish. Give that a little mix. Okay, that's good. Okay, and now I'm going to just crack a little egg in there. So it's going to be flour, egg, and then the coconut crust. Okay, so let me whisk that up. Okay, just give it a quick whisk. And we're gonna add just a little tad bit of salt to keep the flavors going. You don't want anything to wash away the flavor, okay? So a little beaten egg, and now a little bit of salt. That's good right there. Okay, perfect. So now you want to grab your mahi mahi. We're going to put in flour, then the egg wash, and then crust it with the coconut. If you're just tuning in, we're making a coconut crusted mahi mahi here at the beach. And we made it with a mango salsa. We made this a second ago. Okay, put just mango, tomato, one mango, half a tomato, a fourth of a purple onion, some cilantro. Just mix that up with some olive oil, some lemon. Perfect, delicious. Okay, make a little space. Okay, so let me turn this thing on. Let that get nice and hot. Take a little flour off of it. Okay, there we go. So there we go. We got it all going. Everything's going nicely. We got our mango salsa ready. We got our mahi mahi about to be cooked, about to be breaded. So it's gonna be very quick. We're gonna just pass it from the marinade, delicious marinade. Put a little more lemon juice in there. Okay. So we're gonna pass it from the marinade to the flour, to the egg wash, and then finally crust it just on one side with the coconut. If we crust the fish twice with coconut, then it's gonna burn because one side has to be against the heat. So you want to always use just one side so the other one can cook nicely, and then the coconut will get nice and crusted. You got to be careful because the coconut burns really easily. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's getting warm. Let's give it a second. Okay, let's go. Let's start crusting this. Okay, let's bread it a little bit. So I got my fish. Now it's quickly going to go into the flour. Okay. Use one hand for the flour and one hand for the egg wash, so you don't get a big lump. Okay. So it's nicely floured. Now we're going to go into the egg wash, just on one side, because just one side with coconut, and then we press like that. And then on one side we got the flour, the flavored flour, and the other side we got the nice coconut crust. I don't know if you can see it well. I'll try my best. Okay, there you go. So you get the nice coconut crust on one side and the nice flour crust on the other. So there you go. We're gonna leave it there for a second. We wait for this to get nice and warm. Yeah, it's getting warm. Clean the hands a little bit. Okay. Then we're gonna add just a drizzle of olive oil. And for a little richness, we're gonna add a little butter, okay? So let's add a little butter for the richness. Just a little butter, and the olive oil for the butter not to burn, okay? Just wash my hands a little, clean my hands. Okay. So that's gonna be delicious. Okay. And we're gonna serve this fish. We're gonna serve it with the mango salsa underneath. It's gonna be the mango salsa and then the fish on top. It's gonna taste delicious. The mango salsa really brings out the best out of the fish. It makes the coconut taste better. It makes it liven it up. Like sometimes you eat fish with lime. This time we're eating the fish with the mango salsa that contains lime, so it opens your taste buds, gets everything going, makes everything taste delicious. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's on. Yeah. Just waiting for this too. So it's very windy here, so I hope you can hear me well. I'm not sure, I hope you can. And remember just to put the coconut crust on one side, because if you put it on both sides, then it will burn. Because you need one side to always be touching the heat, okay? So I think, well, that's not that hot, but let's just put it in. So I'm gonna put the coconut side in first, okay? Getting a little color on that fish. So you want to cook it like approximately like 4 minutes on each side. It's not such a thick piece. It's like this. Depending on how thick it is, you cook it a little more, or a little less. This mahi mahi is like about 1.5 centimeters thick, so you don't have to cook it that much. You don't want to kill your fish. You want to have your fish nice and flaky, nice and delicious. You want that coconut to really come through. So yeah. But as I said before, and I've said many times, having a little trouble getting this pan really nice and warm. But I'm working with what I have, so okay. Okay. So meanwhile, while that cooks, oh, I forgot one thing. A little salt. A little salt in my mango salsa. Just to make it a salsa, to bring it out, bring all the flavors out. It goes well with the lemon. A little bit more lemon right there. It's a really beachy, a little very tropical dish. Okay. Salsa can be used as a salad to accompany almost anything. It's really good with fish. So I'm gonna start plating that. Add that in there like that. Grab a little more of the mango. Okay. I can hear my fish sizzling, so I guess it's getting warmer now. I guess it's cooking nicely now. It's like, it's nice. It's hot, but it's not like steamy hot. As I always say, I like my pans nice and hot when I make fish or meat or anything. Bam. But it's cooking. It's cooking. So it's gonna be ready in a sec. I apologize for the delay, but as you can see here, we got our delicious mango salsa. I'm gonna chop up a little more cilantro for decoration. Okay. Chop that up. A little piece of lemon. Okay, put that there. It's perfect. Okay, so now it's starting to sizzle. That's good. So, thank goodness it's a thin piece of fish, so it's gonna be okay. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, or if you got it the half the show, we're making a coconut crusted Mahi Mahi with a delicious mango salsa. Very fresh. It's a fish and salad, or fish and salsa, if you want to call it. It's a very tropical dish. It's light. It's a light dish. Just a little coconut on the top, nice and crusted. But it's a fresh dish. It's what you want at the beach. You don't want a heavy dish. You don't want a creamy dish when you're at the beach. You want something fresh. You want something light, something good. So it's nice and sizzling. So you want, it would be perfect to eat this with a little mojito on the side, a little piña colada. Be delicious. Okay, so it's getting some nice color. And turn it around and get a little color on the coconut. You gotta be careful with the coconut because it tends to burn a little bit. Dry coconut cooks quickly, right? You know, because it has all those coconut fat. So you want to cook it really. You want to be careful when you cook it. You want to have an eye on it so it doesn't burn on you. Nobody likes burnt coconut. You want it to get nice and golden brown, delicious. So give it a second. See? Okay, so we're gonna give it a second. The pan is not that warm. Having a little trouble with it because there's a lot of wind. You know, I'm at the beach here, but it's still okay. It's all good. It's all good. You know. Okay, so I'm gonna finally chop a little more cilantro for my decoration. The end. Okay. So there's enough mango salsa for another plate here. That's with one mango. I put a generous amount of it on the plate. Now we're gonna just finish it with the fish as soon as this is done. Okay. See, touch it a little bit. That's firm. Okay, move it around a little bit. You can hear it sizzling, so it's nice and warm now. And okay. I'm gonna go ahead and serve this. It should be a little darker, a little more golden. But I'm just gonna go ahead and serve it now, so I don't have you guys waiting anymore. Okay. So there you have it. Coconut crusted Mahi Mahi. I'm gonna get closer to the camera, show it to you. Okay, so there you got it, guys. At the beach with some delicious coconut crusted mahi mahi and a mango salsa. Little piece of lemon on the side. Put a little cilantro on the top. Decorate it. There's a lot of wind here, but there you got it, guys. Delicious. So this recipe is going to be on my blog. I'm going to write it probably tonight or tomorrow morning. So go check it out. And remember, I'm here at Hacienda Pinilla in Playa Villanas. And see me next week at 11, same time. Probably be back at home. But okay. Okay, see you guys. Thanks.
¿Qué dice? ¿Qué dice? Se la jugó porque la cocina le estaba... La cocina le...
We could let this love be the fading sky.